All right, hello everyone. My name is Sandra Mason. I am one of the admissions recruiters here at Savannah State University, the University by the Sea. I am also a 2015 graduate of Savannah State. So I'm really excited to be here. So what I'm going to do is show you guys a short clip about Savannah State so you can hear from some of our students. Then I'm going to go into some more information about student life and what is it going to take for you to be a Savannah State Tiger. But the best way to kind of hear and know about an HBCU is to hear from the students that are here. So I'm going to get right into it.
We tell our students to dream big. They can aspire to careers that are seriously impressive.
Right now, we have an experiment being tested in the International Space Station.
I recently had the chance to present my work on bottlenose dolphins at an international conference in Hawaii.
The research opportunities here are amazing.
Over 80% of all the master's degrees in marine sciences for African Americans comes from Savannah State University.
Every day is a new experience. Every day is a discovery.
You definitely feel like you're a part of something big. It builds you as a person.
Savannah State University. Smart, bold, proud. With 3 colleges and 1 school, students can choose from a variety of undergraduate and graduate degrees.
I'm a marine science major.
Forensic science.
Mass communication.
And Homeland Security and Emergency Management.
My major is theater.
Business management.
I'm studying to become a high school teacher and a high school softball coach.
To be a medical doctor.
To become a radio and television personality.
To further my career in public relations and advertising.
And it's very easy to get in touch with your professors. They're always there ready to talk to you.
They actually get to know you on a personal level. They actually put you in the field and they will give you the opportunity to see what work will be like.
So I'm getting a combination of real-world experience and classroom experience.
Students here at SSU are doing research with big organizations such as NIH, NASA, and National Science Foundation.
Our study abroad department is huge. There are trips going to Ghana, Thailand, and Brazil almost annually.
The opportunities to explore the world at Savannah State are limitless.
Savannah State University is a great place to be, no matter where you are in life.
Campus life is a big part of the college experience at Savannah State University.
There's nothing better than a Savannah State football game.
I'm a huge fan of SSU athletics, and the best thing is they're all free for students.
Our sports events are so lively and exciting. Everyone cheers and everyone gets really loud.
It is amazing to be a part of the Savannah State family because I'll be a Tiger for life and I love it here. My first reaction of seeing campus is, wow, this place has so much history here. It's beautiful, filled with palm trees.
The atmosphere here on campus is very open, very inviting.
There are many ways for you to become involved on Savannah State's campus.
As a Hispanic, I'm glad that Savannah State is so inclusive of other cultures and that there are a lot of student organizations for us to join and be a part of. Living in the dorms makes forming study groups easier, as well as living away from home because you are around your peers.
Savannah State University is located in one of America's most beautiful destinations.
I chose Savannah State because of its location.
The best thing about being close to Savannah is the arts and the culture.
There's a lot of diversity and a lot of opportunities.
It's all in the name, University by the Sea. I was amazed at how close to the ocean we really were.
Just a few minutes, a short drive, so it's a great place to relax.
I go to the beach because who doesn't want to go to the beach?
In the words of Richard R. Wright, our first president, we are rising.
We are rising to excellence.
To increase minorities in science.
To become leaders in our communities.
To become premier researchers in our fields.
Coming here, I have learned so much about myself.
Savannah State is a great place to come get your start and learn your craft.
I really feel like the Distinguished Business School here has set me up for future success.
Savannah State has allowed for me to make my own decisions and become independent.
Do it. Come to Savannah State.
This humble institution will change your life forever.
We are Savannah State University. Join us.
So that was just a little bit about Savannah State. Definitely wanted you guys to be able to see what our campus is like and how our students see us as an institution. But we are the oldest public HBCU in the state of Georgia, and we are the oldest institution of higher learning in the city of Savannah. We are a smaller institution. We're a little over 3,400 students. So our number to student to faculty ratio is about 14-1. As far as student life and student organizations, we do have over 75 different clubs or organizations for our students to choose from. We have organizations that are geared towards your academic professional development. We have organizations geared towards mentorship, and we have a ton of social organizations. If you have a craft that you want to hone in on, or you just want to network and meet other students, there's a lot of diversity when it does come to student organizations and student life here at Savannah State. As far as academics, these are the full list of academic programs that we do have here. Some of our top programs are going to be biology, business, mass communications, criminal justice, and forensic science. But we are nationally known and nationally ranked for our marine science program, as we are the only institution in Georgia to have the aquatic access for our students to do research. So it is very big. We are a very heavy research institution for any of my engineering and science students. Biology is our #1 program for any student that is looking to go into pre-med, pharmacy, dentistry, or veterinarian. We currently have a 90% success rate of our students to be able to leave Savannah State and go into their post-secondary medical school of choice the first time. Mass communications is very big here at Savannah State, as we are one of 2 institutions in Georgia to have an internationally accredited mass comm department. So we have our own radio station that is student ran. Our students do their own newspaper, online journalism, social media. So they do have a full portfolio of work to market themselves out before they leave. Homeland Security and Emergency Management is another big program here at Savannah State, as we did pioneer this program in the state of Georgia. Our business program as a whole is internationally accredited. It is less than 20% of schools in the Southern region to have that internationally business accreditation. Any student that is looking to go into social work, we can put you on a 5-year track to do your bachelor's and your master's of social work in 5 years. And then I tell any student that is looking to go into the visual and performing arts that you cannot beat the location of the city of Savannah, as we're known as an artsy kind of cultural town. And that's what people come from all over the world to see, the arts and the history. But you can learn more about all of our academic programs by going to customviewbook.savannahstate.edu. And you'll be able to customize a personalized view book of your choice to learn more about all of our academic programs. As far as campus life and residential facilities, we do have 8 different eateries here on campus. We have our Big Calf, which is our buffet style, our Tiger Express, which is our on-campus diner, and our student union, which is set up like a mall food court. So in there you have a Starbucks, a fresh and smoothie, a place that does subs, breakfast food, Mexican food, and soul food all day. And then for my incoming freshmen, you'll be just in time for the Chick-fil-A that we'll be getting on campus. As far as freshman residential facilities, we do have 2 different types, our private and our semi-private suites, as well as our cluster style. This is the inside of what our private and semi-private suites could look like. And these are for all the units that are in Tiger Court, Tiger Place, Camilla Huber, and Wright Hall. They all have the same layout of private and semi-private suites. When I say a semi-private suite, that just means that there is a wall dividing your half of the room. Once you get to your half of the room, you can no longer see your suite mate. The second unit type is going to be the Freshman Living and Learning Center. It is cluster style. You can have 2 different types with our cluster style. 3 different types, which is 2, 4, or 8-person cluster, but this is what the inside of the rooms look like in the Freshman Living and Learning Center. As far as athletics, Savannah State is a NCAA Division II school. We are in the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. You can see the full list of sports that we do have for our men's and women's athletic team. You will note for us that cheerleading is considered an athletic sport. We are the only HBCU to have a national cheer sport championship, so we're always proud of all the endeavors of all of our athletic teams. We do have ROTC programs here at Savannah State, Army, Naval, and Marine ROTC. If you are a student wishing to go into the ROTC program, please take a picture of this, write the numbers down. We do ask that you contact the particular ROTC program directly, as they do have scholarships for their students, but they do have different admissions requirements than getting into the university. You want to make sure that you can get any of the admissions requirements that you will need in time. Diving right into what it's going to take for you to be a Tiger, we are currently looking at students 2 ways, and that's going to be with test scores and without test score. If you would like to go through the test optional route, it is a 2.5 unweighted GPA. So only the grades that you received in your high school core curriculum is what we're going to look at to make up your GPA. If you are a student that falls below that or would like to go through our test score route, it is going to be a minimum of a 2.0 GPA coming out of high school. For the SAT, it is going to be a 480 evidence-based reading and writing, 440 math. If you took the ACT, it is going to be a 17 composite, 17 math, and either a 17 in the English or reading. Our application is always free on gafutures.org. This is the contact information for me as well as the Office of Admissions. If you guys ever needed something for us, please make sure that you reach out to us and kind of let us know so we can make sure that you're getting everything in time. We do have financial aid and scholarship opportunities available for our students. Our scholarship portal is currently open. We have a little over 30 different institutional scholarships that our students can apply to. You have to be an accepted student for the scholarship portal to open. So definitely want to make sure you guys go ahead and get those applications in. Make sure that you send those transcripts and so we can go ahead and make those decisions as you don't want to get to this closer to the scholarship deadline and we start the selection process. We will send you a tentative award letter based off of the criteria that you apply with. Your award letter for scholarship for Savannah State does not become finalized until we receive your final high school transcripts. Through us being a public HBCU, we are also Thurgood Marshall affiliate. So for any student that would like to go to the to come to Savannah State and receive any scholarship through Thurgood Marshall, we would be able to receive those funds. And I do tell students that is a great resource for scholarships, as Thurgood Marshall does a lot for scholarship funds and internship opportunities for students. Then lastly, make sure that you follow us on social media. That's going to be the best way for you to kind of stay up to date with everything Savannah State related and Savannah State admissions related. We will be having our virtual open campus week coming up November 30th through December 4th. You can find all that information about registering for that event on our social media. Our social media is student ran. So anytime that we're doing a social media blackout and our students are showing you their daily lives here at Savannah State, it's going to be a great way for you to kind of see what our students are doing, even in the midst of COVID, and how we're still making sure that they get the best collegiate experience, though making sure that they still remain safe. So that is all for me. Thank you for having me.
At the Alabama State University, and I am a firm believer that there is no one better qualified to talk about our institution than our president.
Greetings and welcome to the Alabama State University. I'm Dr. Quentin T. Ross Jr., and it is my honor to serve as the 15th president of this great institution. As a proud graduate of this institution, I know firsthand the nurturing educational environment that this university has provided for thousands of students like me. Our students are at the center of everything that we do, from new housing to a one-stop student center to a state-of-the-art library to technologically enhanced media centers, labs, and classrooms. Our mission is focused on student success. We offer some of the best and most competitive undergraduate and graduate degree programs located in 9 colleges, including our award-winning theater arts program and the Bachelor's of Fine Arts in Dance, and high-demand programs such as occupational therapy and physical therapy. ASU also offers STEM-related programs such as studies in forensic science and nanobiotechnology. Students also study pre-law and earn the Master's of Social Work degree at ASU. And the university remains one of the top producers of African-American educators in the state of Alabama. ASU graduate degree programs range from the Doctorate of Physical Therapy to the doctoral degrees in microbiology and in educational leadership, policy, and law. Our faculty members are in the classroom, teaching and offering personal guidance to the leaders and educators of tomorrow. They're also outside the classroom, working on a cure for childhood pneumonia and acting and directing. ASU faculty has the knowledge to deliver a world-class education and the passion and dedication to work with each student to discover their talents. Our athletic programs are second to none. ASU student athletes compete in 18 different sports in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. The Hornets have won the coveted Commissioner's Cup 5 times in a row here at the Alabama State University. Our on-campus stadium, baseball field, softball field, Acadome basketball arena, and football complex are among the top facilities in the division. A university's greatest measure of success is its alumni. And at Alabama State University, we are extremely proud of our graduates. The accomplishments of our thousands of alumni across the nation and around the world provide solid proof of the value of an ASU education. What a great time to be a Hornet. ASU 150 years forward, the time is now.
And here's a view of our
Alabama State University is located in historic Montgomery, Alabama, on a beautiful 172-acre campus featuring lush landscaping, historic landmarks, and both modern and traditional facilities that pay homage to the university's proud past and bright future. The campus is located only a short walk from the state capitol, the state government complex, and downtown Montgomery, making the downtown business and entertainment district, art galleries, state archives, museums, and historical sites readily accessible to students. ASU has experienced tremendous growth during the past few years with the addition of a number of new campus buildings to accommodate increased enrollment and exciting new academic programs. The most recent construction includes the new ASU Stadium, the university's $62 million football stadium, which opened in November of 2012, and the John Garrick Hardy Student Service Center. Our 81,000 square foot facility is designed to be a one-stop shop for recreation and for transacting important student business. Other new facilities include 2 expansive new co-ed residence halls, as well as a renovation and 46,000 square foot addition to the university's library and media facility, the Levi Watkins Learning Center, new baseball and softball fields, and a football complex, which houses coaches' offices, a state-of-the-art training and weight room, a film room, and much more.
So in wake of COVID-19, Alabama State University, we have done a lot of things for our seniors to make sure that they can still come to college. So I know this year has been crazy. It's like something off a zombie movie. 2 years ago, if they said that in America, we would not be able to leave our house without a mask on, we would have been like, no, this is not true. But it has changed the game. And I know my seniors, this thing has been devastating for you all. This was the year y'all was supposed to go to prom. You was thinking all last year what your dress was going to look like. You was going to have a little slit on the side, maybe like a back out. My guys, y'all was ready to pull out them velvet loafs, pull up in the foreign. And now you got to coordinate if you can have prom, if your mask is going to match your dress and your tux and all of that. And even if you can dance together, it's going to have to be social distance. It's just weird. So this year it changed the lives for everyone. This has been the hardest year of our generation. 2020 has literally been the hardest year that we will never forget. This is the first time we've had to work from home, go to school from home, people in class and Zoom. It's just crazy. No matter how old you are, COVID has affected you. So what we have done, we have waived the test scores at Alabama State University. You do not have to take the SAT. You do not have to take the ACT. If you have a 2.2 GPA or above, you will be accepted into the Alabama State University. Yes, if you have a 2.2 GPA or above, you will be accepted into Alabama State University. All you have to do is do your online application. So that website that you all see there, that www.alasu.edu, take a screenshot of this particular screen right here. You're going to do your online application, and all you have to do is email me your transcript. Your application fees will be waived if you do your online application today. And after you do your application, you send me your transcript. Do not send me your transcript if you have not completed your online application. But what I love about this screen so much is this. Our scholarships at Alabama State University start at a 2.75 GPA. Yes, our scholarships start at a 2.75 GPA. Now, if you are interested in applying for academic scholarships at Alabama State, you do have to take the ACT or the SAT. But if you just want general admission, All you have to do is do your online application and only submit your transcript. But what I love about our Black and Gold Scholarship is that all you need is a 2.75 GPA with an 18 on the ACT and a 940 on the SAT. So what that means is you got a couple of A's in school, you got a couple of B's, but it was a few classes that you might didn't understand. So you got a couple of C's as well. And I love that scholarship because of this. It shows that you don't have to be perfect in order to get a scholarship to go to college. You didn't have to get everything right academically. There is still options available for you. So whether you're interested in business administration and you have a desire to own your own company one day, we also offer a minor in entrepreneurship. So we're not going to only teach you how to run someone else's company, we're going to teach you how to run your own. If you're interested in criminal justice or forensic science, the actual Department of Forensic Science that solves all the murders in the state of Alabama, it is on our campus. So on one side of the building, it is an actual morgue with real dead bodies inside where they're processing real DNA, solving real crimes. And on the other side of the building is classrooms. And we have a courtroom in that building. So it's super cool, super innovative. So if law is something that you have a desire for, or forensic science, criminal justice, we have an innovative program for you. If you're interested in pre-health, we offer biology, biomedical engineering. In the third year of that program, you are actually able to go out of the country to Peru to help deliver babies and give immunization shots. Think about when you graduate and you be like, oh yeah, I already delivered a baby. They're gonna be like, wait, hold on, wait a minute now. You said what? It's just next level. And that's what we're doing at Alabama State University, because when you graduate, we want you prepared to go out into the workforce. We want you prepared to get a job. We want you in position to win. And that's what we're doing. And something else that we offer is the President's Promise Scholarship. This is an in-state tuition scholarship. So if you live out of the state of Alabama and you have a 2.75 GPA or above, this scholarship will automatically be applied to your account. You will receive in-state tuition. You will pay the same amount of money that people who are from Alabama pay through this scholarship. And this is something else that we implemented because of COVID, because we understand if a student wants to leave out of the state that they're currently in and they want to come and be a part of Hornet Nation, we got you. We're going to make sure we take care of you because that's what we are believing in. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to do your online application. After you finish, you're going to email me your unofficial transcript. It does not have to be your official transcript right now. You are going to email me your unofficial transcript, and we are going to take care of you. As long as you take care of your application today, your application fees will be waived. That is my time. I'm sure we'll have some questions towards the end, but I appreciate you all for inviting us. And yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, you. Woo!
Again, my name is Dr. Williams. I have the pleasure of serving as the Director of Admissions and Recruitment here at Mississippi Valley State University, the educational oasis of the Mississippi Delta. I'll start with just a quick presentation.
What is motion?
Motion, a change in place or position.
Progress, forward or onward movement.
Innovation, the action or process of innovate.
Evolution, gradual development.
Growth, developing physically, mentally, or spiritually.
Breakthrough, an instance of achieving success.
So our tagline here at Mississippi Valley State University is Valley in Motion, which means we are always moving forward, whether it be with campus enhancements, whether it be with our research, our faculty participating in cutting edge research. We know that anything that we can do as faculty and staff to move the university forward better positions our current and future graduates. Mississippi Valley State University was founded in 1950. We currently have over 2,000 students here on campus. Our student-to-faculty ratio is 13:1. So our students really enjoy a small, intimate class size. You're not just a number here on campus. You are part of a family where individuals know things about you that help you with opportunities both inside and outside of the classroom. We offer over 36 academic majors, both bachelor's and graduate degrees. Some of our top majors include criminal justice, social work. We also have a very popular major called HYPER. That stands for Health, Physical Education, and Recreation. So students who are interested in sports administration or physical therapy will tend to come and major in HYPER. Don't let anybody ever tell you that historically Black colleges are not diverse. Here at MVSU, we have students from all over the world. We have over 10 countries represented on campus, and so that really enhances your college experience. We are an NCAA Division I university for athletics. We offer basketball for men and women, football for men, baseball for men, soccer for women, volleyball for women, softball for women, and track and field for men and women, as well as tennis for men and women. Speaking of athletics, we are also the alma mater of Jerry Rice, who is widely considered one of the best wide receivers in the history of the NFL. We also understand how important Greek life is to the HBCU culture and experience. So we offer Divine Nine Greek organizations, as well as other fraternities and sororities based on community service. Keeping in mind that service and scholarship is what most of these organizations were founded on. So I strongly encourage students who have interest in becoming Greek to come and maintain a very strong GPA, as well as remain active on and off campus. We have one fee at the V, so there's no out-of-state tuition and fees for any students. Students in Georgia pay the same tuition rates as students in Mississippi. All in per year, we're about $15,000, and that's room, board, and tuition, so we're extremely affordable. Lastly, we spent over $115 million on campus improvements. This last academic year, we had 2 newly renovated residence halls that our students were able to take advantage of. So again, Mississippi Valley State University always stays in motion. Our location, we are located in the Mississippi Delta, Itabena, Mississippi to be exact, which is about 10 minutes from Greenwood, Mississippi. Another point of reference for students is we're about 2 hours from Memphis, Tennessee, and 1.5 hours from Jackson, Mississippi. So although there's plenty to do on campus in the local areas, students may regularly take trips to Memphis or Jackson, may go to Alcorn for a game. You can do those things without having to travel too far from our location. For those students who have not had the opportunity to visit our wonderful and beautiful campus, we do offer guided virtual tours. These sessions are held each Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. If those times don't fit your schedule, we are very flexible and will work with you. On these guided tours, students will interact with our campus visit coordinator, our admissions counselor to answer more in-depth questions about the process, as well as the current student. We have members of our Student Alumni Association who are on the call to tell you all about the experience inside the dorms, for instance, inside the classrooms, the social atmosphere here on campus. So these are really, really good opportunities for students to get everything they need to know about the university, as well as a guided tour. Again, these are offered Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 a.m. Our admissions requirements at MVSU, we have 4 different options for students to be enrolled. We look at your CPC, that's your college preparatory curriculum, which is pretty much your core curriculum, your GPA. So we're looking at your history, your math, your science, and your English classes. Option 1 for admissions to Valley states that if you have a 3.2 GPA, you are admissible regardless of your test scores. Option 2 states that if you have a 2.5 CPC GPA and you're in the top 50% of your class, or you have a 16 on the ACT or an 890 on the SAT, you are also admissible. Option 3 states that if your CPC is a 2.0 or higher and you have an 18 on the ACT or a 970 on the SAT, you are also admissible. The final option is for any potential athletes out there. If you are an NCAA Division I full qualifier or academic redshirt, you can also be admissible into Valley. We are test optional due to COVID, so if you have not taken the ACT or SAT and do not have plans to do so, you can simply turn in your transcript for admissions, keeping in mind that scholarship consideration does require both your transcript and test scores. If you do not meet one of those 4 criteria, there is another option for you. We offer a program called the Emerging Scholars Program. This is an on-campus residential program. It's 8 weeks of classroom instruction, computer assisted tutorials, social and life skill developments. Students are in classes Monday through Friday, and on the weekends, they participate in activities and cultural events. Students who successfully complete this program are also offered full admissions to the university. Mississippi Valley State University does offer academic, merit-based, and financial need scholarships. Our annual awards are renewable for 4 years for freshmen and 2 years for transfer students. The minimum GPA is a 3.0 and an ACT score of a 20. Please keep in mind that these scholarships are limited and highly competitive, and they are only offered for students entering in the fall semester. In addition to our academic scholarships, we also offer private fund scholarships. There is a separate application for these scholarships that we tend to advertise in the spring semesters. Students must include a letter of recommendation, as well as have a GPA of a 2.5. These awards are annual and up to $2,000. Again, advertisement typically begins in the spring semester. For newly admitted students, we'll send information to your email address, and we'll also post on our social media sites. We hope that everyone has completed their FAFSA, as well as listed the MVSU school code. Our federal school code is 002424. Also listed the Office of Financial. Their number is 662-254-3335, and they could also be emailed. If you have any questions about the process, if you have been selected for verification, you can always contact our colleagues at the Office of Financial Aid, and we do strongly, again, hope that students will apply for financial aid. And as you all know, the application opened on October 1st. Our MVSU choir, we have an amazing choir that typically travels and represents the university all over. They are offering virtual choir auditions for students who are interested. You do not have to be a music major or minor to participate in our choir, and they do offer scholarships. They can be emailed at choir@mvsu.edu, or you can contact the director, Dr. Brandon Cash, directly. That is just a highlight video of our Mean Green Marching Machine, our amazing marching band here at Mississippi Valley State University. They too are offering virtual auditions. Those QR codes on your screen are live. If you want to go ahead and scan to get more information on the band or to sign up for our mailing list, you can do so. You can also contact the Office of the Band at recruitment@mvsubands.com. Just like our choir, you do not have to be a music major or minor to participate, and our choir does offer scholarships to students via audition. Finally, I want to make sure that you have the information for the Office of Admissions and Recruitment. We are open Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Fridays, we're open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can call us at 662-254-3347. If you have any questions or want to submit documentation, you can do so by using our email, admsn@mvsu.edu. We always have a free application that you can access online at mvsu.edu/admissions. And if you want to do a self-guided virtual tour, you can do so by visiting virtualtour.mvsu.edu. Last but not least, I strongly encourage everyone to follow us on social media. I've listed both the handles for the Office of Admissions as well as the university pages. We are on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. The university pages are going to share things such as university highlights, any programs that we might have, alumni highlights and spotlights. And then the Office of Admissions is going to share information more related to the admissions process, as well as additional scholarship information.
Okay, hopefully everyone can see it. So welcome. Again, I'm from Florida A&M, and this is where you can discover what you can become. So just a quick fact about Florida A&M, we have been named the highest ranked public HBCU for 2 years in a row, and that was named by U.S. News and World Report for 2020-21. So a lot of students, a quick way that you can access a lot of our information is if you go to our FAMU mobile app. We are on Apple Store as well as Google Play. With this, you can access any admissions requirements. You can access any events, programs that we may be offering, anything that you want to attend. You can also access game day schedules. You can pull up your own class schedule with this app, but anything FAMU you can find on our mobile app. And I do want to ask that you go ahead and follow us on social media. And through these mobile apps, you can take a virtual tour, stay connected, and provide your academic profile. Here, if you have your phone, what you can do is if you pull up get your phone in your hand and pull up your camera, if you just scan these barcodes, it'll take you to a couple of different places. You can pull up your prospect card, Discover You informational flyer, but you can also pull up those admissions updates and FAMU highlights. And next, what's going to happen is I'm going to show you all a quick video. This is what we call our hype video, and it's just to kind of let you know about the atmosphere at Florida A&M, things that we offer, see a lot of students having fun, a lot of different places on campus, and it's supposed to just get you hype about actually attending the university or visiting the university. And hopefully you enjoyed that video. And I know I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to try to get through as much as possible. So right here, what you see is just a couple of our notable alumni. We say notable alumni because these are the people that you can recognize their faces, and their faces can be kind of recognized worldwide. But we call them, that's why we call them notable alumni. But anybody that enters FAMU and leaves FAMU, they are of the same importance to our institution. Of course, you can see a singer-songwriter, and we see Common, we see Keisha Lance Bottom, the mayor of Atlanta, Georgia, Will Packer, who is also a famous producer. So just these are some familiar faces that you can kind of see, and that you can just feel like you can kind of get anywhere from FAMU. We are one of the America's top colleges, and that was by Forbes magazine. And we offer 14 schools as well as colleges. So we offer 56 bachelor's degrees, 29 master's degrees, 3 professional degrees, as well as 12 doctoral degrees. And I'm gonna kind of talk a little bit more in depth about what those degree offerings are, and hopefully something sticks out to some of you. So we have our School of Architecture and Engineering Technology, where you can receive a BA or a master's. You can get your BA in Architectural Studies or Architecture, or you can get a master's in Architecture or Facilities Management as well. We have our College of Agricultural and Food Sciences, so you can receive a BA, a master's, or a doctorate degree with that school. We have FAMU College of Education, where you can receive a bachelor's degree in health and music teacher education, pre-K, primary education, secondary education, or you can receive a master's in educational leadership, counselor education, or a doctorate in educational leadership. With FAMU and FSU's College of Engineering, what that means is some of those courses are across campus, so you can attend FAMU as well as FSU, take courses at both, but still get your degree at FAMU. With this program, you can get a BA, a master's, as well as a doctorate. You can get a BA in computer, chemical, civil, electrical, industrial, mechanical, and biomedical engineering. Same for your master's degree, but you can also get a doctorate in biomedical, chemical, civil, electrical, as well as mechanical engineering also. With our FAMU College of Law, FAMU Legal Studies program, you can receive a Juris Doctor. FAMU has created a legal studies program that permits an undergraduate student to complete their undergraduate degree at FAMU and then enroll as a first-year law student at the FAMU College of Law, which is actually located in Orlando, Florida. So you kind of get, you get to see a little bit more of Florida attending FAMU with our different programs. FAMU College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, we offer a BA, a master's, as well as doctorate in this college as well. We have the FAMU College of Social Sciences and Arts and Humanities. You can receive a bachelor's degree in English, African American Studies, Fine Arts, History, Music Industry, Religion, Social Work, or you can receive you can go on to receive a master's degree in Criminal Justice, International Affairs, History, Community Psychology, as well as Social Work also. We have the FAMU College of Science and Technology, where you can receive a BA, a master's, or a doctorate degree. We have our FAMU School of Business and Industry, where you can receive a BA in Accounting, Business Administration, or a master's degree with our MBA program. And with our MBA program, if you are a part of this program, you go in as a freshman, you do your 4 years of undergrad, but you go directly into your 1 year of your master's program. So you graduate in those 5 years with a master's degree. We have the FAMU School of the Environment. You can get a bachelor's degree, master's, as well as a doctorate degree in environmental science. We have the FAMU School of Journalism, Graphic and Communication, a bachelor's degree in journalism, public relations, or graphic design. We have, of course, our FAMU School of Nursing, bachelor's degree in nursing or master's degree in nursing. We have the School of Allied Health Sciences, where you can receive a BA, a master's, as well as a doctorate degree. And now when we're talking about those different type of scholarships or different types of things that you can get involved in, we do have the Reserve Officers Training Corps with the Navy ROTC and Army ROTC. So if you are currently a student, that is an ROTC, and that's something that you want to continue to pursue, but you also want to pursue your education, then these are definitely going to be some programs that you're wanting to look into. And of course, those programs come with scholarships. So here are some scholarship opportunities, and this is very, very important to pay attention to because we are located in Florida. So any student that is not a native of Florida, you will have to pay those out-of-state fees, and we want to kind of try to alleviate some of that stress when it comes to financial burden. So with our scholarship opportunities, to be considered for merit-based scholarships through the university scholarship program, you must have an application in by October 30th, which we know that deadline has passed. However, we do have other opportunities. So other scholarship opportunities are going to be through the colleges and schools themselves. So we have the School of Business, School of Environment, School of Journalism, all of these schools that we have listed here. These schools and colleges actually offer their own scholarships. All you have to do is just inquire with the actual university, inquire with that actual program, and ask them specifically if they have any funding left over, and they'll let you know how to proceed about applying. Again, if you are interested in ROTC, you have the Reserves Officer Training Corps with Army, Navy, Air Force. There is a scholarship and stipend that goes with that. We offer alumni-based scholarships, FAMU Foundation scholarships, and also when it comes to those out-of-state fee waivers, we do offer out-of-state fee waivers, which is $10K annually. So that is definitely something that you're going to want to look into. We are always excited to have students come from Georgia. I'm from Georgia. So we try to, like I said, alleviate as much of the financial burden as we possibly can. With our student life, we offer over 100 clubs and organizations, volunteer internship opportunities. We have a student union as well as special events. At the bottom, you can see that these are just some of the places that we have on campus to eat: Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Wingstop. We do offer a lot of activities for the students to get involved with on campus, but we also have a salon and a barbershop. So, you know, those maintenance things that students are kind of worried about when they're leaving home, who's going to do their hair, who's going to cut their hair, we have those things on campus for you. And we also offer sports, of course. We're a part of the MEAC. We are Division I. These are all of the sports that we offer at FAMU. If you are interested in playing sports at FAMU, you're interested in looking into scholarship opportunities, all you have to do is get your current coach to contact the sports program at FAMU, and then they can start that conversation of when tryouts will be held, if you need to send film, and if there are any scholarship opportunities available. Student housing, we offer non-traditional as well as traditional. With non-traditional, of course, that's the suite style, apartment style. You get a little bit more privacy, a little bit more space. However, I personally lived in traditional style dorms. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I think that's how you get the best college experience. So, you know, either one would be great. We have state-of-the-art living learning communities. When it comes to our living learning communities, that means that we pair students and with a roommate that has the same major as them, and then we cluster you all with others that have the same major or interested in the same programs. And that's really great because you always will have a study buddy. You always have someone that has some type of interest that you have, and you all can kind of help each other throughout your time at FAMU. But not only that, we host programs and events that cater to your program to just kind of always keep you involved academically, even outside of the classroom. We have our newly renovated FAMU Towers, and we offer a number of student resources, so Career Center as well as disability access and resources. So if you ever need to access any of these resources, they are available to you free of charge. And we have international programs, and some of these destinations include Japan, Dominican Republic, China, Africa. So we provide students with opportunities to compete successfully in current global market, and FAMU students have access to more than 60 study abroad destinations. So please take advantage of those. And now to the nitty gritty, the admissions requirements. And this is something to very, very, very much keep in mind. Our admissions requirements is a minimum of a 3.0 GPA. I know that seems high. However, FAMU, we have been named the top HBCU for a reason. We love to have the cream of the crop, but just because even if you don't meet that minimum GPA of a 3.0, we do have some other factors that we take into account. So of course, those academic units while you're in high school. So just making sure that you meet all of those requirements to graduate. Test scores, please listen. Florida has not went test optional. Just about every state has went, if not every state has went test optional, but Florida has not went test optional. So that means FAMU requirements, and we require that you take the SAT or the ACT, and these are the minimum scores that we require that you have. Now that's very important, and it may seem unfair, but a lot of our scholarship opportunities are based on SAT, ACT scores. So it is very important that you take those tests and that you do well on those tests. Of course, we need that essay, which is 500 words, and that's going to go along with your application, 2 letters of recommendation, and then you can self-report your transcript. We do have an admissions fee of $35, but if you call the admissions office, we can see about getting you a fee waiver, and down below you see some more deadlines there for you. But again, we have not gone test optional, but do not allow that to deter you from coming to FAMU. And here are just some essential contacts if you want to snap a quick photo. This is just if you need to reach admissions, undergrad, the Office of Enrollment Management, who I work for. If you need to reach housing, financial aid, these are just some of those numbers so that you can call them or email them if you need any help. And this is my contact information if you want to take a photo of that as well. You can send me an email. I'll answer you that same day. If you need any assistance moving forward, how to apply, where to go to apply, everything is readily available to you on our website. But we will be excited to have you at FAMU. Like I said, I am from Georgia. I'm actually from Albany, Georgia. However, working at FAMU has given me a different type of appreciation for Florida as a state. So they definitely wanted me to come and talk to you all for a reason. And I hope that a lot of you are interested in our institution.
It's a great day to be a Golden Tiger.
It's a great day.
It's a great day.
It's a great day.
It's a great day.
It's a great day to be a Golden Tiger.
Hi, I'm Jerica.
Hi, I'm Marissa.
Hi, I'm Jessica. Hi, my name is Raven, and we're the recruiters. When speaking of the founding of Tuskegee University, you have to give credit to George Campbell, a former slave owner, and Lewis Adams, a former slave. W.F. Foster was running for office, and he wanted to secure the African American vote. In order to do that, he had to reach out to someone in the community with a lot of influence, and that was Lewis Adams. He asked Lewis Adams, "What do you want in exchange for helping me secure the African American vote?" Instead of Lewis Adams taking money, he asked him for an educational institution for his people. W.F. Foster kept his promise, and Tuskegee University was born. Booker T. Washington was invited to be the first principal and teacher of Tuskegee University. When he first came down, it was just him, 30 students, in a one-room shanty. By the time Booker T. Washington died, we had over 1,500 students, 200 faculty and staff, and 100 fully equipped working buildings, along with a $2 million endowment. Throughout the years, we've had the likes of Frederick D. Patterson, the founder of the United Negro College Fund, Marilyn Mosby, the youngest chief prosecutor in any state, and we were also the home to George Washington Carver in his lab. Today, we still hold on to Booker T. Washington's philosophy of educating the entire person, and we still continue to lift the veil. Presently, we're ranked number 4 in the nation for all HBCUs, and we're the #1 producer of African American female engineers in the country.
Here at Tuskegee University, we have over 40 different academic majors you can choose from. But our top 5 programs are Animal Poetry and Veterinary Sciences, where we produce 75% of most African American veterinarians. Biology, Nursing, where we were the first nursing program in the state of Alabama. Mechanical Engineering, and last but not least, Business. Our preferred applicant will have a 3.0 GPA, a 21 on the ACT, or a 1080 on the SAT, and will be in service to their community and have the desire to be an active lifetime learner.
Thanks, Marissa. Now that we have covered our history, academic requirements, and majors, I am here to share with you more about our student engagement initiatives. Here at Tuskegee University, we have over 100 initiatives for our students to remain of service to their community. Some of these initiatives can range from our Student Government Association, Mr. and Miss Tuskegee in Court, our marching band, our Tuskegee University Golden Voices Concert Choir, our Greek Life organizations, and our state clubs. We believe in educating not only the mind of the student, but we also believe in making sure that our students use their hand to be of service to their community. We also are in the SIAC Division II Athletic Conference, where we have different opportunities for our students to participate in, such as football, softball, baseball, track and field and cross country, tennis, and many more.
Now that Jerica has discussed the student life portion, let's have a discussion about the cost of attendance and the scholarships that Tuskegee offers. The cost for Tuskegee University is $32,523. We also offered academic scholarships to students in-state and out-of-state. For the in-state students, you have to have at least a 2.8 GPA, a 1030 on the SAT, and a 20 or higher on the ACT. For the out-of-state students, you have to have at least a 3.1 GPA, 1030 on the SAT, and a 20 or higher on the ACT. In addition to the academic scholarships that Tuskegee offers, there are also outside scholarships that you can apply for as well. Those scholarships are the UNCF, the Thurgood Marshall, and the Coca-Cola Scholarship Funds. We hope that you are in our next set of scholars so that we can welcome you to the Golden Tiger family. But until then, say this with us.
TU? I love that.
Awesome. So we are so excited to be able to have you guys. I'm going to let you all in on a little secret. Now is the best time to apply here at Tuskegee University, as our application fee is currently waived for all of our students. We are participating in the test optional policy, so we do have test optional for certain students. We are beginning to process students to go ahead and award scholarships. So now is the perfect time to go ahead and get those applications in so that we can get you evaluated. I am your admissions counselor and your recruiter, so I would love to have you. I would love to speak with you one-on-one. Please visit our Instagram page, Apply to Tuskegee, where you can find my Calendly link, and we can have a one-on-one conversation about how Tuskegee University can fit into your big picture. So thank you guys so much for having me, and I would love to answer any questions either at the conclusion of this event or one-on-one. Thank you guys so much.
So for over 125 years, Fort Valley State University has served as the launchpad to success for talented students from all across the world. I mean, there is something about being a Wildcat that makes you hold your head higher, reach towards greater goals, and feel more empowered to make your mark. Once again, I am Jemiah Cox. I am the Regional Enrollment Coordinator for Fort Valley State University, and I am your representative for this area. Who also assists me in my office is Mr. Travion Burks and Miss Adasia Wheeler. Now, I want you to know that Fort Valley State University is the #1 public HBCU in the state of Georgia, not just once, but for 2 years in a row for 2019 and 2020. We were ranked the #1 public HBCU by US News, World Report, and Washington Monthly. Now, we like to say that Fort Valley State University is the best of both worlds. And what we mean by that is that Fort Valley State University is able to combine that personal attention and family feel of a small private college with also the resources and research that you find at large public universities. So for example, in 2018, our student enrollment was 2,776, which led to a student to faculty ratio of 21:1. So students, what does that mean? That means that our classroom sizes model what your high school classroom sizes look like right now. Our classroom sizes are around 20 to 25 students. So that means you're able to get that support in the classroom, the one-on-one attention in the classroom to help you succeed in that class. Now, though we are a small university with 3,000 students on our campus, we do have the second largest campus in the state of Georgia in terms of acreage. So that means that our academic facilities, our residence halls, our research spaces, and our athletic venues mirror those of much larger universities. And so, for example, our basketball arena is the largest in Middle Georgia. It seats 5,000 people. Now, you did hear me correctly. We are in Middle Georgia, or what we like to say, at the heart of Georgia in Fort Valley, GA. Now, we are a college rural town, and though we are, our students appreciate it because you're able to transition from high school to college more smoothly and really connect with your fellow peers, your faculty, and administrators on campus. Now, though we are in a college rural town, we are still close enough to some of your major cities. We're about 15 minutes from Warner Robins, 25 minutes from Macon, 2 hours from Atlanta and Valdosta, and about an hour and a half from Columbus, Georgia. Now, great thing about Fort Valley is that we do allow our freshmen to have cars on campus. Now, there is a fee to pay for your parking decal, but you can bring your car to campus. Now, if you don't have a car, don't fret. Our Wildcat shuttles are on campus to take you to and from around campus and downtown. Now, these are some of the undergraduate majors that we do offer at Fort Valley. This is not our most updated list. We're missing about 5 different majors. I know one of the majors that are like always sought after is cybersecurity. And so that's one of our newly added majors. And the great thing about it is that we just started a partnership with the U.S. Air Force, with the Air Force Base down in Georgia, where our students are actually able to get that experiential training before you go out into the workforce. Now, we do have other programs out there for our accelerated achievers. This includes our only 4-year veterinarian technology program. We offer the only 4-year accredited program in the state of Georgia. So for my students that are interested in veterinarian technology, veterinarian science, we also offer animal science. For the students that are looking for animal science or zoology, we are ranked amongst the top 5 schools in the state of Georgia for animal science. We also offer prep programs for your MCATs and other graduate school exams like your LSATs, your GREs, or your GMATs. So students that are looking to go into those graduate level schools, we offer that prep program that gives you the test prep before you take the exam, and then they also pay for you to take that first exam, the first time. The iHelp program is an amazing program because if you're really interested in giving back to the community, this program will pair you to give back to our surrounding Fort Valley and Peach County community to do community service. Our Seed Up program is one of the most distinguished programs at Fort Valley. This program allows you to earn 2 bachelor's degrees fully funded by Fort Valley. And so what you would do is you'll go to Fort Valley for your first 3 years. You'll major in any STEM field of your choice, any science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. So once you graduate with that bachelor in any STEM field, we'll send you to one of our 5 partner schools. Those 5 partner schools include Georgia Tech, Penn State, the University of Arkansas, the University of Nevada at Las Vegas, and the University of Texas at Austin. Once you graduate, you'll go to one of those 5 schools for another 2 to 3 years, and you'll major in any STEM field of your choice, gaining another bachelor's degree. Now, why is it an amazing program? It's because we cover your full cost of attendance. Now, full cost of attendance means tuition, room and board, and any fees included. And if you decide to study abroad, we also cover that as well. Now, those requirements are a 3.5 high school GPA with a 1170 SAT score with a minimum 570 math score, or a 26 composite ACT score. Now, we do have other scholarships out there for our students. This includes the Presidential Excellence Scholarship, which is a $4,000 renewable scholarship per year with a $1,000 book stipend and up to $1,000 for study abroad. You also receive faculty and staff mentorship. Now, those requirements are a 3.25 high school GPA, 1100 SAT, or a 24 ACT. You must have shown leadership and community service experience throughout high school and show a financial need. Our 1890 Land Grant Scholarship is amazing because it says that we have been designated by the U.S. Congress to conduct research in the fields of science, technology, engineering, agriculture, and business-related fields. So we are the only university in the state of Georgia that offers this 1890 Land Grant Scholarship. So for students who have a 3.0 to a 3.5 GPA, you can receive $6,132 per academic year for the next 4 years. And students with above a 3.5 can receive $8,120 per academic year for the next 4 years. You also receive faculty and staff mentorship and research, which is so important if you do want to go into any graduate level schools. Now, you also get a guaranteed job with the USDA once you graduate. Now, those requirements, again, is that you must have a GPA above a 3.0, and then you must submit either SAT or ACT scores. Those scores are on the screen. You must also complete your FBSU application and complete the FAFSA. The FAFSA opened up on October 1st, and Fort Valley's FAFSA code is 001566. Now, these are our student apartments. You heard me correctly. If you have a roommate right now, you won't be sharing a room once you get to college. Well, you'll have roommates in your apartment, but not directly in your room. So there's 4 people to an apartment. Each person will have their own room. You'll share a bathroom with one other person. It comes with a kitchenette. Some do come with a living room area. It all comes equipped with Wi-Fi, cable, AC, and heating, and it is fully furnished. So students, you just got to come with your decorations and any bedding that you want to put in your apartment. Now, with over 60 plus clubs and organizations on our campus, there's so much for you to get involved in. We have the baddest band in the South, the Blue Machine Marching Band, which is amongst the top 10 HBCU marching bands in the nation. Our Student Government Association. We have the entire Divine Nine, so your sororities and fraternities, and so much more. Now, if you don't see a club specifically for you on campus, know that you're able to start your own club. Now, we are home to your 2017 SIAC Division II football champions, but we also home other Division II athletics. This includes men's and women's basketball, men's and women's cross country, men's and women's track and field, men's and women's tennis, softball, men's and women's volleyball, and co-ed cheer. Now, students, you are able to receive a scholarship for all of our sports on this screen, except for cheerleading, but all of our sports are competitive. Now, to the heart of this, our admissions requirements. So due to COVID-19, we are test optional. Yes, you heard me correctly. We are test optional for the entire 2021 admission season. Students, you must meet a minimum high school GPA of a 2.4. I'm going to calculate your GPA from the standard CPC course guide. That's your core classes. That's 4 English credits, 4 math credits, 4 science credits, 3 social science credits, and 2 foreign language credits of the same language. Now, if you don't meet that requirement, you can still apply, but you'll apply by our standard requirements, which is meeting a minimum GPA of a 2.25. We'll calculate your GPA from the same CPC course guide, but you must also submit either SAT or ACT scores. Now, that minimum SAT is a 480 evidence-based reading and writing and a 440 in math. And for your ACT, it is a 17 in English and a 17 in math. Now, applying to Fort Valley is as simple as 1, 2, and 3. Literally, you'll go to our website and you'll fill out a free application. Our application is free until December 15th. So students, go and apply today. Once you apply, you'll have your counselor submit to us your transcript on your behalf. Now, students, if you are taking any dual enrollment credits, know that you must request an official transcript from that institution to be sent directly to Fort Valley. Okay, you cannot send that transcript. You must ask that university to send it on your behalf. Then if you don't meet our minimum, our test optional requirements, then we'll also need for you to submit either SAT or ACT scores with your application. They must be the official scores. Now, if you just want to take a screenshot of that QR code, that will take you directly to our application. Now, this is my contact information. Once again, I am Jemiah Cox. I'm your regional enrollment coordinator. I'm so happy that I was here to be able to share more about our great university because I know I got some future Wildcats on the line. So definitely take a screenshot of this. That's my email, my number, and then our address to the university for you to send any documents in. I'll be the person to help you throughout your entire process from thinking about Fort Valley until you become that Wildcat. So once again, thank you so much. Hopefully I taught you something that you didn't know before and that you got to see how Fort Valley State University truly empowers the possible. Thank you so much.
This is Clark Atlanta University, located in the heart of the city of Atlanta. It's where the bells of historic Harkness Hall rang vibrantly, creating a spirit of hope, pride, and unity. It's where students come to become the nation's top leaders, business professionals, screenwriters, television and movie producers. It's where students get skills to become professional journalists, scientists, researchers, professional musicians, and social workers. It's where academics, culture, and support from faculty encompass the full college experience. Come get some CAU.
All right, so let me pull up my presentation now. That was just a brief video, intro video of CAU. All right, so my name is Nija Mallet. I am an undergraduate admissions recruiter here at Clark Atlanta University, as well as a proud alum of CAU. On behalf of the university, as well as our president, Dr. French, we would like to give out our warmest welcomes virtually to CAU, and we are praying that you are all staying safe during this pandemic. Excuse me if I do skip through some slides, being that we are limited on time. So going into our legacy history. So back in 1865, way back in the day, Atlanta University was founded, which is or was the nation's oldest graduate institution for African Americans. 4 years later, in 1869, Clark College was founded, which was a 4-year liberal arts college. And so a little over 30 years ago in 1988, the two institutions decided to consolidate, and that is how we became Clark Atlanta University. If you have gotten a chance to watch our virtual tour on our website or have gotten a chance to ever visit CAU, you will see we have a long sidewalk through campus called the Promenade. And so all the buildings are still the same. On the right was Atlanta University, and on the left was Clark College. And so it only made sense for the two institutions to consolidate. I'm going to skip through this, but you may see some familiar faces. These are just proud alums of CAU. A little bit about our population diversity. We have around 4,000 students enrolled. This includes undergraduate students as well as graduate students. Some of our top markets are listed below, our top 3 being Georgia, Illinois, and California. We also have students coming out from our international populations through 22 different countries. We are made up of 4 schools. So we have the School of Arts and Sciences, the School of Business, the School of Education, as well as the School of Social Work. Within these 4 schools, we have 29 different majors listed on this screen. So take a screenshot, take a look right here. If you have questions, save them, or you can ask them, go ahead in the question box. A little bit about our faculty and classroom. So we have 171 full-time faculty. CAU is a pretty small university, so our classroom sizes are pretty small. The average student-faculty ratio is 17:1. And I can say that maybe your general education classes, such as your college algebra that you'll be taking your first year, depending on your major, or your biology, your sciences, English 101, 102, those classes may have a little bit of more students, maybe up to 30, but compared to a bigger university, that's still fairly small because lecture halls can be up to 300 students in a lecture hall. Faculty with terminal degrees, we have 81% of faculty members with a doctoral degree. So we are a part of the Atlanta University Center. This includes CAU, Spelman College, Morehouse College, and Morehouse School of Medicine. So collectively each year we have 10,000 students. What's amazing about this, and let me note, so we are all next door neighbors. So in the back of CAU's campus, we have what's called the meeting point. And so that is where the CAU, Spelman, and Morehouse all meet together. We're literally next door neighbors. So what's great about this is we have cross registration. So say that although Morehouse College is a all male institution, say that it's my senior year and I have a class and it's all filled up at CAU. There's no room in there, but Morehouse has that same class and they have some openings. I can go ahead and take that class at Morehouse at no extra charge, no extra fees, a pretty smooth, simple transition. So I can go ahead and take that class over there. Or if I see that Spelman has a class that CAU just doesn't offer and I'm like, hey, I want to take that class, I can go ahead and register for that class as long as that course has some openings. Again, no extra costs, no extra fees, and those students can do the same at CAU. So it's pretty cool, kind of get the best of all three worlds. Of course, students can go over to Spelman or Morehouse as long as you show your student ID. Of course, homecoming is always at CAU and at Spellhouse, always amazing. So it's cool to have three different institutions right next to each other. About our admissions. So in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see what is our last year academic profile. These are averages. Please note that CAU does not have a minimum GPA or test score to get in. Again, we do not have any minimum requirement GPA or test scores. So this is just the average of last year. The average GPA of our students that were applying was a 3.2. ACT was a 19, SAT was a 1014. Requirements to apply to CAU for a completed application would be, of course, a completed application, but you also need official high school transcripts coming from your counselor or directly from your high school. Your counselor can go ahead and email that to us. Students and parents cannot send in an official transcript. It will be considered unofficial if it comes directly from you. Now, if it's already in a sealed envelope, you can go ahead and mail that in another envelope to us, but outside of that, emailing it to us, we will, if it's going to be emailed, it does have to come from the high school. 2 letters of recommendation. We would like to have one come from a teacher or a counselor. ACT or SAT, that is being waived for 2021. So if you are applying for a 2021 term, that being spring or fall, you do not have to submit an ACT or SAT, being that all test centers are not open. So if you have one, please submit that. If you don't, please don't worry about it. We would like to see a resume. It's not a requirement, but I highly recommend it. It lets us know if you're involved in anything, if you have played sports, if you volunteer, if you have a job showing responsibility. Again, we like to see all around students. We don't focus just on GPA or test scores because that doesn't tell us all about the student. And we want to make sure that not only if CAU is a good fit for you, but if you're a good fit for CAU. And so something else that's not on here, we do require an essay, and it's a minimum of 500 words, and it is about you. So depending on if you use the CAU application or the other applications that you can use that I'll mention in the next slide, will depend on the prompt. One of the prompts are, what is a challenge you have had to overcome in your life? It doesn't have to be about school, it can be about anything. So yeah. 3 ways to apply to CAU. We have the CAU online application via our website. We have the common application, and of course the common Black application. Our deadline for fall 2021 is April 1st. We did have a early admissions deadline, but that passed. That was November 1st, but no worries. We are accepting applications up until April 1st for fall 2021. Tuition and fees for the year is $23,600. Please note that does not include room and board. And please note that we are not, as of this semester, no one's on campus. CAU was closed. Going into the spring, we are having new freshmen on campus, new transfer students on campus, and graduates for spring 2021 on campus, as far as depending on where the pandemic is. We do not know what fall looks like, again, depending on COVID, but if things are the same as of right now, that is probably how it will look for fall 2021. I'm not saying for sure. We will know once the president makes a decision and the board, and once we're notified, we'll notify you. So please keep a lookout on our website for updates. The average financial aid award is $15,000. So the rest of how you're going to make up to pay for CAU needs to come through grants, scholarships, and last but not least, would be loans. So we are a partnered with UNCF. You can break it down to, I'll be a Clark Atlanta student, I'm majoring in this, or I'm from this area. So I definitely encourage you to make your profile today and just start the general application, and then they have deadlines every month as well. We do offer merit scholarships. You do not have to apply. Once you're accepted into CAU, you're forwarded over to our scholarship office. If you have more questions about that, please contact our scholarship office. Little bit about campus life. Of course, we do have cheerleading, football, basketball, track, tennis, and we also have our Mighty Marching Band, which offers scholarships with our Essence Dance team. Please contact the band director directly to audition for that. We also do have a choir that gives out scholarships. So there's funding out here for you students. If you're interested in a sport, they do also have scholarships available. Please contact the athletics department you do have to audition for that. And that is the end of my presentation. I will stay on and monitor for the questions in the Q&A. Thank you so much.
So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lauren Fleming, and I'm a recruiter at Payne College, and I'm so happy to be with you here today. If you have any questions during the presentation or after the presentation, please feel free to email us at admissions@payne.edu or email me at lfleming@payne.edu. But to get into our presentation, Payne College, the journey begins. So a little bit about us. You got to see the campus a little earlier, but we were founded in 1882, and we're a private 4-year liberal arts HBCU in Augusta, Georgia. So about a short 2-hour drive from you. So we were founded by the CME Church and the United Methodist Church. If anyone here is affiliated with the CME Church, you don't have to be to go to our school, but that's just a quick little interesting fact about us. Our current president is Dr. Cheryl Jones, and she sends her greetings to you as well. We offer Bachelor's of Arts and Bachelor's of Science programs. And when I said we were a small college, we are a small college. Your class size will be on average about 10-to-1 student to professor ratio. So you will never be a number at Payne College, and you get to build those relationships with your professors and with staff and faculty from the day one. So again, we're in HBCU in Augusta, and we were founded to prepare the next generation of educators and ministers. Continuing on, but today, just to share a little fact about us, we've produced actually 17 college presidents, some of whom have been presidents of HBCUs, and we've also produced 8 bishops within the church. So we have a lasting impact within education and the religious community. Why that's important is because those people are still out there today, proud alums who are willing to help you at every stage of your career as a student and afterwards. So our job at Payne College is to produce quality students to be the global leaders in their community and the world tomorrow. Our mission and values. It may look like a paragraph to you, but to me, it really comes alive when you are on our campus and see our students in action. You can tell that our main focus at Payne is to produce students and give them a high quality liberal arts education that emphasizes social responsibility, that emphasizes academic excellency, and the spiritual values that you really need to be a moral leader in today's society. Those are some of the values again: excellency, integrity, service before self, fiscal responsibility, and appreciation of heritage, which you will receive at any HBCU, but at Payne College, it's in a family atmosphere that really brings these principles home. Our campus, as I mentioned, is in Augusta, about 2 hours away from you. And I like to tell students that when you go to school, just close enough to home to go home on the weekend, but far enough where your mom can't pop up on your dorm room without warning. So we're 2 hours also away from Columbia, South Carolina, and Charlotte, North Carolina. Augusta, so I call it since you're outside of Atlanta, I call it we're the second largest city and really a growing city. So Augusta is home to 6 hospitals if anyone's interested in pre-med or pre-nursing. We're right across the street from the Medical College of Georgia. And we also have a cyber command center for the Army that's now stationed in to produce 3,000 to 5,000 jobs in the next year. Okay. So we have 5 academic programs, business that fall within business, humanities, media studies, STEM, and social sciences. To let you see the majors. Here, you can just glance over anyone interested in business. We have everything from accounting, international business, marketing. For those that are interested in psychology, we have 3 types of psychology: experimental, general, and what we call social psychology, which is our sociology program. So these are a few of our majors. One thing about it is that every student who comes to Payne College will complete an internship or research experience before they graduate, depending on what you hope to do after you graduate. That's the one great thing about, well, many great things about a small college, is that you really get a feel of the small environment that allows you to really hone in on what you want to do as an individual, rather than lumping you into like a big group of, criminology, so I'm pre-law. We let you investigate what you would like to do before you graduate to give you a feel of what it will be once you graduate. And there are career services, advisors helping you along the way to really hone in on what you exactly want to do and how we can help you accomplish that. So for our admissions, as a first-time freshman, we've simplified the process for students who've been impacted by COVID-19. So this year, all we need is an admissions application. Today, I'll waive your fee if there's some way I can provide a link to our application. If you go on today and click fee waiver, hopefully it will be waived. If not, please feel free to email us at admissions@payne.edu. But for our admission standards, we require you to complete an application and for you to submit a transcript with at least a 2.25 GPA, and we are waiving SAT and ACT scores for this year. Our admissions costs are around $22,000. But before I start talking about fees, I can tell you that 95% of our students are on some type of financial aid and receive that from us. So the $22,000 covers tuition, housing, meal plan, books, and comprehensive fees, all listed there. Currently, our students are off campus because our administration feels as though that's the safest place for our students to be to learn virtually at the moment. And we'll be continuing that next semester if anyone's interested in the spring semester. and our fall 2021 plans have not been solidified, but our students' health is and well-being are the top priorities. Financial aid, as Clark mentioned before, Clark Atlanta mentioned, we too are a part of the United Negro College Fund. So those scholarships are also available to you. But we also have presidential academic, one that CME again up again, church affiliated scholarships. Really, we work with our students to make sure that you can not only afford to come to us, but to finish your degree. FAFSA has opened, and if you fill out your form and give us access to view your report, we can begin showing you what your financial standing would look like with us next year. And that goes for just about any college. Campus resources, as I mentioned, small campus, so it's a family atmosphere, and in this family is all about supporting you from day one. We offer student support services, advisement, career services, meet once a week and holds different forums to make sure you know how to perfect your resume, go on a job interview, and really have those skills that take you throughout your life. Our campus right now, although we're virtual, we're still participating in weekly Wednesday assemblies. Our students are still participating in clubs and organizations. We have 30 on our campus at the moment, but again, we emphasize leadership. So if there's something that you want to see on campus, we try our best to support you in creating that organization. And again, these are our Wednesdays, some of our Wednesday assemblies that can cover anything from the election that we just passed to whatever students are interested in. It's student-led and really student-focused. Our campus tours are conducted now on an appointment basis. So if anyone's so when you're out for fall break or Christmas break and you'd like to see the campus, all you'd have to do is just schedule a tour and we'd be happy to accommodate. And with that being said, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask me or email us at admissions@payne.edu. Follow us on social media. And yes, that's about it for us.